The unfinished canvas. Isabelle sat in front of a large blank canvas, her paintbrush hovering hesitantly above it. She'd always dreamed of becoming an artist, using colors and brushstrokes to tell stories that would touch people's hearts. But lately, every attempt felt meaningless. No matter how hard she tried, her paintings lacked something: purpose. After years of struggling to make a name for herself, rejection letters had piled up, and her savings were nearly gone. The weight of uncertainty pressed on her chest. Was she chasing a dream that wasn't meant to be? One afternoon, as she packed away her paints in frustration, her father entered the room. He picked up her Bible from the shelf and gently handed it to her. "Isabelle, do you remember Jeremiah 29:11? He asked with a knowing smile. She sighed, running her fingers over the worn pages before reading aloud. "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Her father sat beside her. "You may not see the full picture yet, but God is the master artist. His plans for you are greater than anything you can imagine. Trust him." That night, Isabelle prayed, surrendering her fears. Instead of chasing recognition, she decided to paint for a different reason: to bring joy to others. She began painting murals at children's hospitals, donating artwork to shelters, and teaching young, aspiring artists who couldn't afford lessons. One day, a well-known gallery owner, Mr. Lancaster, visited the hospital where one of Isabelle's murals adorned the walls. Moved by her work, he sought her out. "Your art has something rare, heart," he told her. "I'd love to showcase your work in my gallery." Tears filled Isabelle's eyes. She had thought her dream was slipping away, but God had been leading her all along. She hadn't failed. She had simply been walking a different path, one designed by the master artist himself. From that moment on, Isabelle painted with a new perspective. She no longer feared the unknown because she knew the one who held her future. Moral of the story. Sometimes we don't see the full picture of our lives, but God is always painting a masterpiece behind the scenes. When we trust in His plans, He leads us to a future filled with hope.